Record. So I am with Andrea from The Secret Door, and I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of meeting her in person, but she's an absolute gem.
Thank you.
And her products are absolutely amazing to work with. So I think I'll start off with just kind of sharing my experience of your products, if that's okay.
Sure.
So I've got so much stuff. I've got these coasters. Ooh. And I totally gifted one because someone was like oogling them so much. So now I only have 3. So I have these coasters here that I got from Drea. So she makes these products. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about what these guys do.
The coasters are probably one of my favorites outside of this little bottle I wear around my neck nonstop. The coasters you can charge a glass of water on, and it'll actually change the structure and charge the water with the crystals like a gem elixir without having to put toxic crystals in your water. My favorite thing to do with them is to put them underneath my pillow, and I use them for astral projecting and lucid dreaming and protection from nightmares. And if you want to get super creepy, protection from demons and incubuses and succubuses and all those fun things. So I actually have a story one day if you want to hear it. So charging your water is great, putting them underneath your pillow and creating crystal grids with them. So I'll make like a cross at the head, foot, and both sides of your arm, and then sleep in that, and that tends to protect you, and you wake up refreshed and protect you against and a lot of astral entities.
Nice. I didn't know I just use it for my water, and sometimes I'll throw my cell phone on it.
Yes.
I didn't know
great
all
for the
the
cell
things
phone. I do rest my cell phone on it.
Yeah. So
there's a lot more stuff. You could put a sick plant on it. You could put a sick parent on it. I have them underneath my grandmother's chairs, and I don't tell her. I have one next to her bed with Raphael. So I have booby traps all around my grandmother, like, for those. Oh, and you can use them when you have a headache. Place them on your head. If you feel nauseous, particularly from stank energy, place it over your stomach. And if it's from stank energy, you will actually feel better while it's placed on your stomach. I do a lot of strange things with them. I was thinking about wearing them as necklaces and be like a Flavor Flav, like, yeah, get past this.
Yeah.
But it transmutes negative energy. And I wouldn't say it shields from EMF. A lot of people are saying it will shield you from EMF. We're being hit from all sides. So what I would say is it cleans up, like it helps make it not so bad on the body, because technically we radiate EMF. So all EMFs can't be toxic, because EMF comes from your heart, either 3 feet, 7 feet, and they said Gandhi's went out several miles. So EMF is not all evil, but there's a lot of it out there, and it's hard on us.
Yeah, we're definitely getting hit with a lot more of it than we ever have been. I tell people, like, just open up your Wi-Fi, and how many are hitting your house right now?
Right.
You know, but yeah, so that's amazing. I didn't realize how many things it does. I do enjoy them for my water, and maybe I'll play around with astral projection now. Put it under my pillow.
So each symbol is different.
Huh?
And each one is different. Each symbol has a certain vibration. So I sleep with Metatron's cube, so that helps you get downloads. If you do one with Yahweh or the seed of life, flower of life, each one is completely different and feels different.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that one's one of the most aggressive ones I make.
Aggressive. Yeah. So what do you put in this to make it so aggressive?
Okay. That symbol alone, it's so ancient. Everybody claims it. If you go to Chinatown, you'll see the foo dogs are stepping on one that's 360. It's like it's bent into a ball, but that's a flower of life. In Egypt, it was on the grounds of on the temple floors. I call it aggressive because I say it's like a juicer. It takes what doesn't serve you and spins it away, and then pulls in everything that should be around you.
So but it's Kali energy. What I'm hearing is it's Kali energy.
Yeah. And it doesn't ask. It doesn't say, hey, do you want to keep that guy? It goes, oop, and not good for you. I like, oh, that job you've been hating for 10 years, you just got fired. I was like, whoa, wait. I mean, I've been meaning to quit, but I didn't want to get fired.
Right?
And
I've been there.
I told this other couple, I told him, I said, it'll just snatch away. He lost his job in a week of owning it, but he got the job he always wanted, which is having his own job and his own business. But he got fired first. And then he got his own business. So yeah, it's aggressive. It doesn't ask you what you would like first.
And then, so there's stones in here, and generally each one is a little bit different with the stones. I think I've got some selenite in this one. I think some amethyst, maybe some moonstone in here.
Yes.
I know I tend to be called to your stuff that has moonstone in it. And then what else? Is it copper?
Usually brass. I see black tourmaline. I try to throw copper into all pieces, but some people complain, I see copper in yours, that copper is too strong, and I don't know what that means. What is too strong? What does too strong feel like? I don't know what too much good energy feels like. Oh, that's just too much.
I don't want so much things going away from me so fast. I need to be more gentle.
But it calls things in quickly. So that's kind of how the Secret Door Shop was born. It's like, whoosh, whoosh. Then I'm working at Witchy's. Whoosh. I was like, how did I get here? So it's very fast, but it never it doesn't hurt. I mean, you're scared while it's happening. Like, oh my gosh, you just got fired for no reason. But it's letting you know. I mean, I got my job back after I was unjustly fired, and this woman lied on me. It was horrible, but it was letting me know that it was working.
Yeah, nice.
I quit after I got my job back.
I also have smaller versions. So this is the coaster. I also have smaller versions, and I think I have a bunch of different shapes in them that I tend to keep by the outlets of my bedroom. For the EMF purposes, just as a way to kind of transmute it a little bit more. So she's got lots of different shapes of these guys. But the coasters are fun because, like I said, you can put water on it. I think I put the phone on it to kind of, again, calm down the EMFs that are coming off of it and that sort of stuff. Anything else you want to say about those? So what's the liquid? I always forget that hard liquid. It's
resin.
So she puts all that stuff in resin, and she's got necklaces like that and all sorts of fun stuff. Anything else?
Yes, and my favorite I need to talk about, because if you look at pictures of me for the past 5 years, you should see this around my neck, and that is black tourmaline, kyanite, and selenite with copper. This, to me, one of the strongest metals. And I'm an empath, what I call a true empath, not saying everyone else is fake, but some people can't, they can't turn it off. Like other people are like, white light, surround yourself with fire, blah, blah, blah. Someone whose brain is wired that way, there is no off switch, there's no shielding, because even shields take energy from you. So this thing helps me stay me. Other than that, I take on whatever is in the environment. So if you're mean, I'm mean. You're unhappy, I'm happy. I don't really have an option. So I had to hide from everyone until I started wearing what I call the empath survival bottle with the black tourmaline and the kyanite. I've been wearing that for about 5 years.
And that's very interesting because I do get that question. I notice in my business, I'll have people come to me and I'm empathic. I use it to help me understand the person's body, and I'll feel pain and I go, shit, this isn't my pain. And and I find it to be a blessing because it helps me when I'm able to recognize it's not mine. It kind of, I have been able to turn it off once I can recognize it's not mine. But I get a lot of people who come to me, hold on. I'll have a lot of people who come to me. I'm going to turn off my Facebook right now because I'm having people messaging me. Now there's dinging. It's distracting. Okay. So I'll have people come to me and they're like, how do you control this? It's too much. Sometimes it's just too much. And I think especially in the beginning, it's like you really have to know yourself well to be able to be like, okay, I wasn't sad 2 seconds ago.
Yes. Yeah.
And now I am. This isn't mine. This isn't mine. This pain isn't mine. This anger isn't mine. And it can be overwhelming. And so, if you're looking for a tool to help you.
Yeah, and it does, like you said, take hyper awareness to go, wait a minute, why do I feel all this rage? Oh, that's not mine. And it does help you engage it. With some people's nervous systems, aren't normal, where the normal brain is supposed to be able to shut off stimulus after a while. So like if the same sound goes over and over again, you're supposed to be able to tune it out after a little while. Same smells, your brain literally is supposed to shut that off for you. Some people don't have a nervous system that can go, you know what, that's been stimulating and it's supposed to fall into the background. So they call that highly sensitive person. So it's not even, yeah, like your nervous system can't let that sound fall into the background, or can't let that smell fall into the background. So then when you get clear scent and clairvoyant and all those clairs thrown onto being highly sensitive and then an empath, whee! It's a hot mess. And I think that's why shamans live alone out in the forest. It just helps. But like you said, that's a gift. If you feel that pain, you know where it is, what it's coming from, you can better address it. So that's what it's for the healers to do their work. That's a gift.
But first you have to heal yourself, and that's the first step. That's even with shamans.
That's hard.
First,
Yeah, and hard for an empath because you're always feeling everyone else's, and then you think you have to fix your rage problem, and then you go, wait a minute, that's not mine. So I don't have to fix my rage problem. I had to realize that wasn't my rage to begin with.
Yeah, nice.
That's
okay. So these other products, that this is probably my favorite, is all these different little magic potions. What do you call these for the burning, for the
It depends. Some of them I called altered states of consciousness smokes, or if I say incense in quotations, that means it can be smoked. I don't enjoy smoking, makes me cough and hack. It's a hot show. But it does go in better and act differently, but mostly charcoal is fine. They're to tweak your sense, your state of consciousness, so that you can access different dimensions, different realities, access your ancestors, whatever. And so each blend is like a vibration. So say if I make a St. Michael blend, then the bay leaf is for exorcism, you know, the copal. I do different formulas to try to almost like find the frequency of what it is. So calling the ancestors is creepy. It's got stuff for dead people, and then it's got stuff to open you up, and then I throw mugwort in there for protection to help cross people over. So the calling the ancestors one used to be called raising the dead. No one wanted raising the dead. I didn't sell one formula of raising the dead. Nobody wanted to raise their dead. I was like, I thought that was cool. So calling the ancestors. I
like the name calling in the ancestors. That resonates with me, because I'm all like, I need to talk to my grandmas. Like, so I'm having some trauma come up and it's not mine. Like we need to
and
work.
They love this stuff. It's almost like your spirit candy. It calls them in. It makes
spirit candy.
Spirit candy, which I don't have any more of. That's special batch right there.
I'm gonna savor it.
Yes. And I use divination to create the formulas. I hold a pendulum over each herb and say this much, stop. Rosemary, no. Wormwood, yes. So all the formulas are divined. And then I stop when the pendulum says stop.
So the reason I enjoy these is I use these when I go into a meditation. And anyone who knows me, I actually, my favorite way to meditate is in the shower. I find that this is just me. The water helps clear my mind. And when I'm out of Andrea's products and I just try to like smudge or sweetgrass or whatever it may be, I can tell the difference. And I'll do everything else the same, but I can tell that deep state that I want to get into just isn't there. And I was just telling Andrea that I'm out of charcoal. Usually what I do, got this little guy, it's a charcoal holder. And then just a protection, I also put it in the shell because I don't want to burn anything. It gets very, very hot, those charcoal discs. And then you light the charcoal disc. Once it turns white, it's ready for the products or for anything for burning. She's also got ones for like the business as well. You've got formulas for everything. Love, of course.
I'm trying.
I don't even remember what this is. It looks like there's chamomile in here though.
Okay, most likely that is the money formula.
Oh,
is it green?
Possible. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably money.
Okay, yeah, now that one is super fun and tricky, and I've tested it a million times and usually works within 30 minutes to 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a secret. I have real money cut up in there. The money that the government disposes of. Someone gave me legal chopped up money. So now I'm doing it legally.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Okay, good. That's awesome.
But historically, people would take a dollar bill, which is illegal, and burn it with that formula. And then, because that's part of the offering, and then it speeds it up because you're sacrificing what it is you hope to get back. And you're supposed to go to the ancestors. So I provide Jas money, which is legal and safe. And Chinese people think burning money is bad luck. So they provide Jas. So I provide Jas too. But my ancestors used to burn a whole dollar bill, which is completely illegal. But very effective. But don't do this at home.
But don't do illegal stuff at home. But if you get arrested, don't be like, Andrea told me about this.
So I put little secrets on the back of the packaging, like historically, a dollar bill was burned. Wink, wink, wink. But don't do it. Don't do it. Never do it.
Nice. So I really enjoy your products because I just feel like it helps me get into those deeper states of maybe connecting with my ancestors or connecting with a guide of mine or connecting with my unconsciousness of what I need to do in this moment.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's what they're for. So I try to tell people they're not meant to smell good. So sometimes I put that on the package, not for fragrance, not for smell.
I love the way they smell. My roommate's always complaining about the smell. She told me, she's like, oh, you're interviewing her? Tell her products smell.
Yes. And when I said stink so good, another one I call IB channeling. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it's good.
That one. Yeah.
That was my favorite. That one takes people to a different dimension. So yeah, my products are meant to get you out of here, not to ground you in, but to throw you out.
So what are the benefits of like being thrown out, for example? Oh, that sounded
vacation. Weird. No, I was kidding. Accessing different dimensions, there's different frequencies. So everyone now is talking about 4D, 5D, and they're numbering them off. And I'm like, but each dimension has different frequencies of different information where you can get downloads, where you can access, say, your ancestors or gurus, Buddhas, bodhisattvas. That's all frequency. And in order to reach something, you have to be it so that it recognizes you and you recognize it, or you won't know. I actually had a real heated thing with one of my partners. I was like, if Kuan Yin came and sat in front of you, how would you know it was Kuan Yin? She's not going to have a lot of money. She's not going to have a hot guy. So her frequency will be different. And so that's why I try to tweak us so that we can access these frequencies. And then it's an inner experience, as within, so without, as above, so below. So it becomes an internal thing. It feels like we're going out, but we're really going in. So all my products are made to make you go in, even though it seems like it's out, like love, money, or whatever. But when you tweak your vibration, you manifest by tweaking your vibration, as opposed to tweaking, like say love. People are always trying to get someone to love them. So they're trying to, if you tweak your rate of vibration, then you'll call in the love that's best for you. Mm-hmm. So my formulas have Damiana and aphrodisiacs and all these different things. And I put stuff for unconditional love and passion all mixed together. But to tweak your vibration, it's tweaking you. Everyone thinks you're trying to tweak John over there. No, you're tweaking
the universe
You're tweaking yourself. All of my products are as within, so without. So when you burn this stuff and you tweak just a little bit, change this frequency that you're in now is not the frequency you need to be in to change your reality, or it'd be changing. So you tweak your, perception and your awareness level, and you just expand your consciousness. There's nowhere you can't go. And then when you tap something on the shoulder, it hears you and you hear it, and y'all have a conversation.
Yeah. And like I always tell my clients when they want to even take a supplement, I go, you should be able to feel a difference from most things. Like, don't take too many things at once, because you want to know what's really doing the heavy hitter. And so I can say, like, when I have a routine that I do for meditation, and even like when I've tried to use other products, I don't get to the places as deep within myself as I would like to journey into when I'm not using your product. So I can definitely feel it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I use like wild lettuce, Damiana, lobelia, herbs that just have a little, ruled by Neptune, and There's another one.
Is
Pluto a
that
little
why I
bit.
like to be in the water? It's
Yeah, so it's just kind of, it's to help to, yeah, tweak yourself just a little bit. So I don't have too many formulas that don't have a thing. Like wormwood is a thing. That wormwood is very, very powerful herb.
yeah, I want to grow that. That's on my to-do list this year. But so how can people get your products? Because some of them are available on Etsy, but others are not.
Yes, that is getting weird. I'm about to shut down my boring website. So Etsy is good, and just messaging me on the Secret Door Shop Facebook. Just I tell people I post a picture and I say, "Do you want this?" And then people inbox me, and then I ship it to them. That's kind of how I'm doing it now. It's not the most professional way, but it's working. So if somebody sees something you want, you can just inbox me and say, "Andrea, I'm interested in calling the ancestors. How can I get that?" And I'll go with the lowest price possible because I have to ship it to you. So do the best I can.
Yeah, no, I
And
appreciate
you'll find these formulas for like $18. I'm going on Amazon seeing an ounce of something with just a little lobelia in it for $18. And I go, wow, I'm undercharging. Mine's $5.99. I'm going to keep it $5.99 because that's who I am.
Yeah, yeah. There's also stores who have it if you want to wait for June. So what stores are your products?
A lot of my stores have curbside. Yeah,
Okay.
Curbside Witchies has my product, and they will take it out to you and ship it to you. Holistic Happenings is doing curbside. They will take it out to you. And some people are messaging me, and I put it in the mailbox, and they pick it up from my mailbox. So it just depends on where people.
Now I know we've talked about this before, so it may be a secret. If it is, then you don't have to answer it. But you were telling me why you don't usually sell a lot of these products on Etsy.
Oh, yes. They don't want me to tell you that it has ingredients in it that is not allowed to be sold. Like Damiana is not allowed to be sold on Etsy. So
Yeah.
you probably want to get that stuff. Even though it doesn't have anything in it that's illegal, it doesn't tweak you out so that you're hallucinating. I have no idea why some of these herbs are being banned. They're not half as crazy as tobacco and weed and all that other stuff, but they're bothered about Damiana. And I think that's because of how it's expansive and it helps your heart chakra. It's the strongest aphrodisiac. It doesn't hurt anything or anyone. So I don't know why some of these herbs are being banned. It's very confusing, but you can get them directly from moi. There's nothing wrong with them. I've never hallucinated or anything.
And
I don't know what they're talking about.
I'm super sensitive to that kind of stuff. I mean, like if I eat pot, I die. No, I don't die. I have a very bad reaction to it, and which is why I don't do it. Like it's just, it's a very, very bad reaction. So I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive to even like laughing gas or like stuff that they give me at the dentist office. So I'm really sensitive, and these products have never ever done that. I just feel euphoric, and I feel like I don't know if the product is making me feel euphoric or I'm just so euphoric because of the places I've gotten to within myself.
Right.
I've been able to explore within myself, that I'm grateful for that, and that makes me feel very euphoric afterwards.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not trying to mess people up. Just that secret, I guess that's why it's called the Secret Door Shop. That secret door is here, and I'm sending you straight in there.
Nice.
The only way out is in.
Okay, so I'm going to check to see if there's any questions. I have to go back onto Facebook. So if anyone has any questions and they want to send it towards us. Takes me a minute to get in there. Anything else that you want to?
That's why it's called the Secret Door Shop. That secret door is here. Hey, there's my voice. What's going on?
Yeah, there's a delay on Facebook, so.
Oh Lord.
I muted it now. Okay. Okay. So I'm not seeing any comments come through yet. So we'll just give them a second. Is there anything else you want to comment on or that you want to say about your product? To talk about something that maybe I haven't tried?
Let me see. There's so many.
So what about your classes? I know you're not doing classes right now. Maybe this will make you more comfortable to try some virtual classes.
I've been asked to do it, and I need to, because there is a lot we need to know about meditation, not just trying to quiet your thoughts, but like we talked about being an empath, to say that doesn't belong to me, or choosing your frequency takes what one woman referred to as hyper awareness. She told me I was hyper aware. I was like, yes, you have to be hyper aware, or you'll be like, that wasn't me. I'm sorry, did I rip your head off? And I am such a nice, loving person, but I feel like water. It's hard to, so that's what all these products are, is because I could not function in society well. I couldn't work more than 5 hours a day without sleeping for 12. It was pretty bad, and people thought I was antisocial. It's like, no, I can't handle it. Vomiting. I looked like the episode out of Exorcist. It was like, they just kept getting worse and worse. So all these products I use first before I sell them, make sure they work. I have to test them all first, and then I put them out on the market.
Nice.
I would not be able to function, I don't think, without most of my line. The negative energy removal soap is really good for empaths, because there's mugwort in there. You want to stay sensitive, but you want to get the yuck off. And then there's yarrow that stops you from bleeding out and stops people from bleeding into you. And then Angelica to call your angels to give you that little extra protection.
Those are all things that I'm growing like in my herb garden. This is
and yeah, and the plant spirits will call you first, so that's probably what's happening. They're talking to you.
I know, and basically like, you should grow some yarrow this year. I'm like, okay, I got some seeds. Before it got sold out though, but yeah, those are all things that are definitely calling me. But she also has classes, and then one day, hopefully soon, there'll be in-person classes. Maybe she'll have some online classes. Do you have a mailing list for people to find out this about where your classes will be, if you have one, or just your Facebook?
Oh, two. Just my Facebook right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Holistic and Witches is where I was doing classes.
Fantastic. So I think that's all my questions. You are tagged in, so maybe if someone pops a question underneath, you might be able to answer it. Or if you want to go ahead and look for Andrea Carter on Facebook. So weird, because I always call you Drea.
Drea's better. It works. It's like
you want to find her, because I'm always trying to find Drea, and it doesn't come up when you do a search on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Andrea. Who knows?
Andrea. Yeah. So
I don't even know. That's why I like Drea. So because we're like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know.
Whatever.
Ask my mom. I don't know.
It's all energy. Does it really matter?
And actually, when I use divination, it says my name is not Andrea. So if I ask a pendulum right now, is my name Andrea? It's going to say no.
Ooh, interesting.
What is that?
So go ahead and find Andrea Carter on Facebook, and she'll post when she has events or when she has products available. And you will not regret it. They're fun in meditation. I highly recommend her products. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me in Granny's basement. All right. I love you. Call me if you need me.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.